제70회 지하철로 왔어요.
안녕하세요. Hello everyone and welcome to Let's Speak Korean. Welcome to our 70th episode and today's main expression is 지하철로 왔어. I came by subway. And before I get to ask you how you came, let me introduce Stephen. He's our co-host and our teacher.
저도 지하철로 왔어요.
Really?
Yes, that's right. 안녕하세요. I'm Stephen Revere. I'll be coaching you guys through Korean. And Sebastian and I live in the same area. So actually, yes, this morning we did come by subway, didn't we?
Yeah, and we changed 2 times.
2? Just once?
Once?
Yeah.
Well, say hello first. Say hello first.
So, 저는 세바스찬입니다. And
Go ahead. What's your name?
안녕하세요, 네오미입니다.
And Naomi, how did you come this morning?
Oh, by subway.
By subway. So everyone can say 지하철로 왔어요. All right, let's go and find out what we'll be learning for today.
Let's do it!
뭘 타고 왔어요?
지하철로 왔어요.
Okay, we heard 뭐 타고 왔어 or 뭘 타고 왔어, which is what did you come by, what mode of transportation did you come by, and the answer was 지하철로 왔어. And since it's true in all of our cases, and it's a very simple expression, why don't you ask each other first before we start?
오늘 뭐 타고 왔어?
지하철로 왔어요.
Good, okay.
One thing, just when you say 지하철로 왔어요, 지하철로, you have to be careful about, normally you put a in between 로 and something that ends in a consonant, don't you? But this is an exception. So let's say truck. Okay, you would say truck, that ends in a consonant, 기역. So you would say 트럭으로 왔어요, 트럭으로 왔어요. But in this case, 지하철로, you do not put the in between. It is an irregular because the liel up against the liel becomes a long L. 지하철로 왔어요. You do not go 지하철로 왔어요. It's too difficult to pronounce. Even for Koreans, that's why they do it. It's difficult for me. It's difficult for Koreans too.
Right.
지하철로, no. 지하철로.
Okay, let's see how you would say with taxi.
택시로 왔어요?
Great. 비행기, plane.
비행기로 왔어요.
Good. And speaking of taxi, we can't leave out the 모범 taxi in Korea. It's the black cabs. They cost a little more than the regular cabs, but it takes you to your destination safely and comfortably.
That's right. 모범 타고 와요 is something you could tell to somebody. Ride a black taxi, ride the expensive, nice taxi. You could also call it a limousine if you wanted to. Notice 타고 와요. Notice this format because it's very common. You can use this to say, ride this to come here. I rode this to come here. But you can also use this in other ways, like 하고 와요. You could tell someone, do this before you come, right? 숙제 하고 와요, right? Do your homework and then come to class, right? Or if you wanted to tell someone that they should eat before they come, you could say, 먹고 와요, right? 먹고 와요, make sure you eat before you come.
Right, and as it was proven when I asked you guys how you guys came, probably the most popular and widest mode of transportation is the subway. And so we want to ask you which line. In Korea, it's pretty much there's a subway stop everywhere you go, and we have many different lines. As Stephen is holding up here, we can see many different colors, and they all represent a different
The subway
line.
is so convenient in this country. Every line has a different color. Most foreigners, when they get here, they call all the subway lines by their color.
But we want to
Koreans
say
call them by their number because they were made one at a time. So everybody knows 1호선 is the first one. 2호선 is the second one.
Right.
But foreigners show up and there's a bunch of them. So we go by colors.
And which is why I wanted to bring up the 호선, as Stephen already said, which means line. Okay, so I'm going to ask you, many people will ask you, 몇 호선 타고 왔어요? Which line did you come by? Which one did you come by?
2호선 타고
왔어요.
타고 5호선으로 갈아탔어요.
Ah, okay.
Ah.
All right, 갈아타다 means to transfer. Very good, Naomi. 몇 호선 타고 왔어요?
That's difficult.
Yeah, same thing.
Okay. 2호선 타고 왔어요.
Very good. All right, and be careful with the pronunciation. When you say 몇 호선, you want to say 몇 호선. It's kind of like it's not written that way, but that's how you want to pronounce it. So try that. 몇 호선.
몇 호선.
몇 호선.
And then we can ask which number bus did you come by, the second most popular mode of transportation, okay? 몇 번 버스 타고 왔어요 is the question. Right? Go ahead, try that.
몇 번 버스 타고 왔어요?
몇 번 버스 타고 왔어요?
And then once again, be careful. It's 몇 번, 몇 번, 몇 번.
몇 번.
몇 번.
We've got a great system here in Korea, the 고속 전철. You want to explain about that?
Well, not much to explain, but what it means is it's an express train, right? It's the express train, and as I understand
Newly
it,
built?
yes, it's just being built. It's going to be implemented this year. There are, it's the number 4 in the world. I think Japan has one. France, you guys have one in France too, don't you?
It's a French machine.
It's a French machine. Oh, okay, you're going to take all the credit, huh, French? And I think Germany has one, and then Korea is the 4th country to get one.
Right. And then I like the bus system here as well because we don't have just one type of bus. We've got many different types of buses. My favorite, okay, the regular one is the 일반 bus, which means regular. I like the 좌석 bus. 좌석 bus is a little bit more roomy. You pay a little more, but it gets you going on your way without so many stops in between. And then we've got the
They're all
middler.
different prices, aren't they? Yeah,
Right.
the cheapest one is the Mal bus.
Mal bus.
That goes
Mal
around the
means neighborhood.
Goes
And
around the
so-
neighborhood, and then the 일반 bus, I guess you would call it, is the regular bus, and then 좌석 bus is the
Right.
most the
일반 bus is
fanciest.
like a 시내 bus, the city bus. Okay, let's go on to wrap it up.
Wrap it up
With Lisa.
and Steven.
뭘 타고 왔어?
택시로 왔어.
무슨 택시 타고 왔어?
모범 택시를 타고 왔어.
Poor Steven, once again, out of cash.
Running
Well,
late, jumped in the Mobum taxi, and as you can see in my wallet, there's no money left. Yes.
I bet you there's no money in your wallet right now, too.
Yeah, you're probably right.
All right. Well, one thing I'd like to mention is if you look on the subway map, we've got two neighborhoods called Sinchon and Sincheon. And many foreigners confuse this in their first year or two. You've got to pronounce them correct because they are on opposite ends of the map, as Stephen is showing right now.
Yes.
One is at that one finger and one's at the other finger.
So if you say the wrong thing when
Right.
you get in a taxi, you will pay a lot more money than you expect and go to the wrong destination.
That's right. Be careful of your pronunciation. One is Sincheon, one is Sinchon.
Yes. The one by Yonsei University is Sinchon, and the one by Jamsil down south, that is Sincheon.
Okay, last review. 오늘 뭘 타고 왔어요?
저는 지하철 타고 왔어요.
And Sebastian, 몇 호선 타고 왔어요?
저는 2호선 타고 왔어요.
타고 왔어요. All right, thank you for joining us here at Let's Speak Korean. Please come back next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. IDonLikeTV.com in the meantime.
Okay, hey.